Another thing to remember when you're searching out your personal budget ballers is dynamic duos. I always talk about that Dino Raja and Tony Kukoc duo, but I'm going to do it again. Galaxy Opal Dino Raja is a thing. Pink Diamond Tony Kukoc is a thing, but only if you put them together on the court at the same time. If you have one half of a duo, maybe take a look at that auction house and find the other half, see where they match up, and go from there. Don't forget, Evolution.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Hello and welcome. It's the WNBA here on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Connecticut Sun. And from Connecticut, I'm Blake Suniga with our analysts Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. Happy you're with us tonight. We expect a close one tonight. Round one of the WNBA playoffs in this incredible single elimination matchup. The 6 and 7 seeds, winner keeps playing, loser goes home.
Personally, Blake, I love winner-take-all first round. I wouldn't mind the NBA to expand their playoffs, mirror these with a few single elimination games. We're going to see two teams lay it all out there tonight.
Yeah, and you'll see the Stars rest even less than the regular season. Coaches will call timeouts quicker. Everything will be faster, guys. And quite simply, you don't have any time to let this game get away from you, as a big early run can end the season for you.
And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
Yeah, you rarely see Thomas out of position because she knows her opponent's weaknesses and exploits them in order to collect steals.
And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One shot.
Fourth pick in the 2014 WNBA draft. Thomas actually came to the Sun in a draft day trade.
Now here's Williams. Parker, guarded by Jones. And that one good.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Pass to Strickland. Jones with it, and Williams picks her up defensively. It's good on the putback.
3 of 4 from the floor to start, and that's a good sign.
Gray outside. Williams with it. Parker, guarded by Jones. One up, one down. 2 points with her first shot in this game.
Quality court vision to find the open teammate. Parker's guard-like skills are just on full display.
Right here.
Pass to Thomas. Strickland outside. Williams, just 5 to shoot. Over Parker. Jones, great positioning on the putback.
Well, with the developed understanding of the game, Jones uses timing and body control to inhale rebounds.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Williams. Now here's Agumake. And here's Candace Parker for 3. Nails the tray!
This is a newer part of Parker's game. We've seen her 3 output more than double over the course of her career.
And here's Williams. Out of bounds, Sun ball as Connecticut keeps possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Clock at 4. Thomas. Over Ogumake.
But quite simply, defense, it's all about effort. And it doesn't hurt also when you have strength and length like Ogumake in addition to that effort.
Out of bounds, it'll be Sun ball. Now Thomas. She can't get that one. Good work defensively by Candace Parker. Gray outside. Pass to Parker. 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Thomas with the ball. And Williams picks her up defensively. Here's Strickland. Ruffin Pratt grabs the board.
That's rough. No one to blame but herself. She should definitely have scored that time. I don't know what happened.
4 makes on 4 shots. Everything has fallen for them early.
Now here's Thomas. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Williams. Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Parker. Another shot. Can't connect from short range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Now here's Thomas. Over Ogumake. And yes, he's got the English that time as it falls.
Well, because of Thomas's commitment to improvement, she's advanced herself well in the WNBA.
Pass to Ruffin Pratt. Now Parker. She's covered by Strickland. Here's Williams. Back to Parker. Out of bounds. It'll be Sun ball.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
Here's Thomas. Chelsea Gray with some nice defense. The Sparks trailing. Down low. Tries from 10. Shot's good by Ogumake.
Dominates the paint, game in and game out. Ogumake is physical around the rim.
Pass to Thomas. Strickland. She's covered by Ogumake. Thomas down low. Doesn't go that time. Now the Sparks take it the other way.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jones. That is her first foul of the game. Over to the wing. Pass to Weiss. Back to Gray. 4 on the shot clock. From the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
A polished and reliable perimeter shooter. Gray won't think twice about shooting from outside.
Here's Clarendon. That shot, no good. Nice D from Chelsea Gray. Pass to Weiss. Now Brown. To the right side. Gray outside. To the paint. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
A powerful player who's a handful for any defender. At times, all you can do is foul Brown.
And the first one drops.
Always great to see bigs who can hit from the charity stripe, and Brown definitely fits that mold.
she makes both free throws. Connecticut trailing. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Clarendon, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it's going to be on Elena Beard.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. So she gets them both. The Sparks leading. Gray outside. Pass to Ogumake. Left block shot on the way. The Sun pull it in.
They haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Banham. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. So that'll put Jonquel Jones on the line. Kalani Brown picks one up.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
An all-star in just her second WNBA season. Jones is one of many bright spots in the league.
Now here's Beard. Pass to Gray. From 13. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Talk about playing with intensity. On the offensive glass, Brown is a matchup nightmare.
Now here's Clarendon. Here's Banham. Back to Clarendon. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Plaisance for 3. Brown grabs the board. Gray outside. Now here's Beard. Ogumake outside. And Clarendon picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game. Here's Ogumake. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Yep, that one goes.
It's a skill she's worked on. Ogumake has improved as a passer each year. Her assist rate has gone up with each season.
Here's Banham. Outside Clarendon. Plaisance. Back to Clarendon. It's good. She scores. That's her first basket after missing her first 2 attempts. 1 for 3. Now here's Beard. Not a lot of room. Pass to Mabry. Just 5 on the clock. Brown. Here's Beard. Clarendon grabs the miss. Here's Banham. Here's Holmes. Defended by Beard. Outside Clarendon. Pass to Plaisance. Banham. He gets it in there. And that'll tie this game up.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Mabry. Brown inside. Here's Mabry. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. Clarendon with it. The three is up, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. We're at the end of one in a close game so far. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
Really putting in the work on the offensive glass.
They've set the tone here early with the hustle.
Here's Williams. Ogumake outside. Mabry. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Sparks now. Outside Williams. Pass to Ogumake. Cleared outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams with it. The three. Up again. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
She didn't luck into that one. She knew just where to be when the shot went up.
Here's Tuck. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Sun ball as Connecticut keeps it going. To the inside. Thomas. Oh, draws the hard foul, and she'll head to the line. It's on Shanae Ogumake.
Yeah, with strong mental and physical preparation, Thomas is able to keep her composure and really just do her thing out on the court.
Shooting two.
And she knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. The Sparks leading. Here's Mabry. Blazons pulls it in.
Yeah, she tried to fight her way through traffic and just couldn't do it.
Here's Thomas. Got her with the pump fake, just couldn't finish. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Mabry. Here's Ruffin Pratt. She's guarded by Williams. The jump hook, and she gets the bucket.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And here's Clarendon. Outside Williams. Blazons. She's covered by Brown. Clarendon. The shot will not fall. And the Sparks the other way now. Outside Williams. With the floater. Count it.
That's a great job, really, to angle her body, shield the bigger player from the ball on her way to the basket.
And you have to know how to finish like that if you're going to take it down low. And she showed all the capabilities of doing so.
Now here's Thomas. She's got 6. Williams can't get it to go.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game. A national champion in college, Marina Mabry went late in the second round of the Sparks in 2019, and she's been playing with a chip on her shoulder since she got to the WNBA.
First trip to the line for her here. First free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that's good as she hits both shots. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Thomas. Rebound by the Sparks. Outside Williams. Again, the miss by the Sparks. The Sun trailing. Now Strickland. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thomas outside. Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Here's Blazons. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Outside Parker. Up top, Williams. And Shakina Strickland gets the whistle that time. That is her first foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. And the first one at the line is good. And good on both. Now here's Thomas. Outside Williams. Five on the clock. Jones outside. Pass to Thomas. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. Williams with it. She's got 6. Pass to Ruffin Pratt. Now Parker. And she drops in the layup off glass.
The experience of Parker, it makes her tough near the hoop. She just figures out ways to score.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On the wing, Courtney Williams. Goes up at the stripe. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be the Sparks ball.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Here's Weiss. Pass to Gray. Shot from 16, and the basket is good.
A hard worker who is always getting better. Gray's mid-range game is pretty fine-tuned now.
Outside Williams. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line. Yeah, it's her first trip to the line.
Courtney Williams. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one falls for her.
Not a huge recruit at a high school going to a mid-major. Courtney Williams has beat the odds. Now she's one of the rising stars in the WNBA.
And so she makes both from the line. The Sparks with the lead. Pass to Ogumake. Here's Weiss. And here is Gray. Guarded by Jones. Stolen by Jones. And here's Williams. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Candace Parker.
Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the result.
And the next foul will put them in the bonus.
And you know they'll be trying to draw that next one quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the line and get some easy buckets.
Now here's Parker. He's got 5. Pass to Beard. Six to shoot. Here's Weiss. She's covered by Thomas. A shot by Weiss, no good. And here the Sun. Thomas outside. Back to Strickland. Knocked loose. One-on-one fast break. Here's Ogumake. Offensive board. Pass to Gray. Second chance shot. Parker. Yes. Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Great shot from Parker. She's got an uncanny ability off the catch. I'm such a fan of that.
Now here's Thomas. It's Shakina Strickland on the wing. This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shakina Strickland. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so she hits them both. So it's the Sparks now. 9-point game. Beard outside. Gray. First trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Chelsea Gray. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Impressive growth from year 1 to now. Gray's numbers blossomed once she was able to really prove herself.
She hits the second from the line.
Another trip to the Stripe Forum and a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter, a little more banging.
And that's serving them well, seeking out contact and putting pressure on the defense.
The shot's good.
The ability to make shots from almost any angle and body position have made Thomas a fan favorite.
Now here's Beard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Gray, left side. Lays it up and banks it in.
Using a soft touch and a purposeful offensive approach, Gray's able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Banham. Here's Tuck. Thomas outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
A cornerstone of the team, Thomas has played a big part in the resurgence of the Sun franchise.
Now here's Beard. She's covered by Thomas. A nice shot by Beard.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Now here's Thomas. She's got 7. Here's Holmes. Pass to Thomas. From the elbow. It's not going to go for her.
And they continue to control the glass.
I think they've been the more physical team, guys, and that's why they're ahead.
Usually the more physical, more aggressive team wins the game.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Here's Banham. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Elena Beard. Right wing. And here is Gray. 10 points for her. Weiss. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Makes great decisions and quick reads off of ball screens. Gray is a gifted point guard.
The long 3. And no good trying to get that one. And we finished one half of play. Sparks ahead. They lead by 13. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. been an outstanding game from Gray.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Outside, Parker. Pass to Ogumake.
You know, I like the discipline I'm seeing from Ogumake. She's as skilled at getting to the line as just about anyone.
And she's got her first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she makes the first.
Yeah, the former #1 overall pick in the draft. Magic Johnson once called Ogumake the smartest player in the WNBA.
That one falls, so she hits both of them. Now Thomas. Pass to Strickland. Thomas outside. Here's Williams. Great D that time from Neko Ogumake.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question.
Now here's Gray. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Clock at 2. Raquana Williams for 3. She can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Jasmine Thomas. Outside Williams. Neko Ogumake with the block.
Doesn't want to allow any easy buckets. Ogumake is a no-nonsense defender.
She has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. The Sun really having a tough go here. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thomas outside. Stolen by Chelsea Gray. Fast break, here come the Sparks. And it's Chelsea Gray again missing. Outside. Thomas outside. Just 5 on the clock. They need this. It's hauled in by Williams.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail. They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
And so here's Connecticut. Nothing yet for them here in the third quarter. Now here's Thomas. Gray defending. Strickland right side. Over Parker. And again, Connecticut no good.
5 shots without a make. A ragged start coming out of halftime.
Pass to Williams. Back to Agumake. Parker with the ball. She's covered by Thomas. That one goes in.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut.
The coach needs to get him back into a flow offensively. Things have slowed down, and they're starting kind of to force their shots.
Yeah, things have snowballed on them here. You know, the misses just started piling up. I like this timeout to sort of calm down the team and get reset.
Both teams will make substitutions. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Thomas. Pass to Plaisance. Now Clarendon. She's covered by Brown.
They've gotten a lot of extra possessions because of their rebounding out.
It's been a lot, and I think it's made the difference in this game because they've done great work on the boards.
Now here's Brown. Out to Agumake. Here's Mabry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Williams. Another 3 for the Sparks.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. The layup missed.
The shot's just not dropping for her today.
Pass to Williams. On the wing, Neko Agumake. Outside Williams. Shoots over Thomas. It's stolen by Strickland. And here's Clarendon. She's covered by Agumake. Thomas with the ball. Ogumake's there. And they pick up 2. And the Sparks with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. They get a hand on it. Thomas with the steal. And the Sun pushing it up now. Up ahead. Plaisance gets the bucket.
Staying engaged throughout the course of a game allows Thomas to make crisp, precise passes to her open teammates.
Pass to Agumake. Brown. The jump hook. Basket good.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Thomas. She's got 9. It's Shakina Strickland on the wing. Thomas down low. Rebound by the Sparks.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control. And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
With the teardrop, and out of bounds, the Sparks will take it.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
And the Sparks with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Pass to Beard. Back to Brown. Over Clarendon. And the basket by Brown.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Here's Tuck. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Here's Banham. Blazons. She's covered by Brown. Blazons gets the bucket.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
And here are the Sparks now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Ogumake. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
That's a way to pick up your teammates. And when Ogumake puts in a miss, it's almost like bonus points for your team.
Here's Banham. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Tuck. Outside Clarendon. And the foul on Williams. That is her first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Substitution for the Sparks. Sydney Weiss. Alexis Jones.
Here's Clarendon. Some solid defense by Shanae Ogumake.
She's killing them with her poor shooting.
Pass to Brown. Jones. Ogumake left side. Beard outside. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Brown. And she banks in the layup.
But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Outside Clarendon. Pass to Blazons. Back to Clarendon. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's on Shanae Ogumake.
Shooting for your Connecticut Sun. Lasia Clarendon. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And the Sparks making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Parker. She's got 12. Pass to Weiss. Ogumake outside. Beard left side. Gray. Lets it go from 11. The shot off that time. And it's the Sun taking it the other way.
Go the other way.
First personal foul. Shooting for your Connecticut Sun. Lasia Clarendon. taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so she hits both.
Some great free throw shooting so far here in the second half.
They should keep trying to initiate contact to get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they are perfect so far.
And you get the points, and you stop the clock.
That's how you do it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Here's Banham. Back to Clarendon. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Inside, Candace Parker with the steal. Soft touch off the glass.
Just really a combo of grace plus power. Parker is unstoppable in the open court.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Sparks ahead, opening a huge gap. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This was an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for her.
Yeah, she served her up some tasty room service right there, guys. Sweet dime.
Jones with it. Pass to Heidemann. Here's Banham. Gray defending. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Heidemann. 3-pointer. Out of bounds. It'll be the Sparks ball.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
Gray outside. Pass to Ruffin Pratt. Lets the floater go. Tipped! Here's Banham. Here's Heidemann. Tuck. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jones with the shot. And too long on the shot.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Ladiva, no good. And Connecticut has possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Banham, Gray defending. Here's Banham. Back to Jones. Heatman. Goes up on the baseline. Buries the jump shot.
Woo. Check out those handles. Nasty spin move. Had her defender grabbing for air.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. It's stolen. In transition, here come the Sun. That shot off. Now the Sparks take it the other way. And here's Parker. Yes, for basket number 9. She's missed only 2 shots from the floor all night.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Banham, no good.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Here's Weiss, guarded by Jones. They get it again. And it's out of bounds. The Sparks able to retain possession here. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Gray. The second chance effort. Vadiva gets the bucket.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Here's Tuck. Pass to Jones. Here's Heidemann. Parker defending. 5 on the clock. And a foul on Gray. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Substitution for the Sparks. Raquan Williams. Kalani Brown.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that one's good. Jones.
If you were looking only at the way she's played offensively, you'd think her team was ahead.
Pass to Williams. And here's Brown. Lucky 7 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been quite the contrast.
The mid-range J, it's just another one of her weapons.
Outside Williams. Pass to Weiss. Mabry, she's guarded by Williams. Clock at 6. Now here's Brown. Shoots over Williams. The shot by Brown, no good. Now Williams. Jones outside. Here's Heidemann. Pass to Jones. Over Brown. Again, the Suns score. Here's Mabry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jones. That's her first foul.
That's a frustration foul right there.
And that's not her best moment. Obviously, no one on their team is happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking it out on your opponent.
Here's Mabry. She's guarded by Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Jones. Again, the miss by the Sparks. Here's Tuck. Pass to Williams. Here's Heidemann. And the layup's good off the glass.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Jones outside. To the middle. Now here's Beard. She's covered closely.
Letitia Heidemann. First personal foul.
Here's Mabry. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Brown. Looking to end the drought, and she sinks the layup.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Here's Heidemann, guarded by Jones. Down low. Good D from Kalani Brown.
Tough D on the inside.
Sure was. No easy access to the bucket when she's in the middle.
She put that lead pass on a platter for her.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to Jones. Tuck. Left side, Williams. Can't hit from the elbow.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Now here's Jones. Here's Mabry. Banked in off the glass.
Mixing it up inside. Mabry might be under 6 feet, but her toughness showing there.
And so here's Connecticut. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Outside, Williams. High post try. It's hauled in by Beard.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Jones outside. Pass to Beard. Takes the 13-footer. Offensive rebound. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
Yeah, energy is never in question with Beard. She really serves as her team's spark plug.
Here's Tuck. Jones to end the run. Oh, hammered. Wow. Yeah, she'll go to the line. Kalani Brown picks one up.
Kalani Brown. Second personal foul. Shooting for your Connecticut Sun. Jonquel Jones. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. And she makes the first, but misses the second. Now here's Jones. And she uses the glass on the layup. Here's Heidemann. Pass to Tuck. Here's Holmes, defended by Beard. Here's Heidemann. Just 5 to shoot. Jones right side, over Brown. Jones can't hit. Now the Sparks with it. Jones outside. Pass to Brown. And she comes up with the deuce.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Here's Heidemann. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Do you want entertaining basketball? Of course you do. So here's a solution. Watch Jones when she gets on a roll because she plays with a poise and command of the court that's simply inspiring.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Jones. Beard with it. Jones with it. From way back. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one.